Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for our virtual military visit with the United States Army. And we have Sergeant Allen here today with us to go over all the wonderful benefits that the United States Army has to offer you. So I'm going to go ahead and hand this over to him to get started. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for the introduction, ma'am. Like she said, my name is Sergeant Allen. I'm a career counselor at the Mechanicsville Army Recruiting Center. My purpose today is just to give you guys a baseline knowledge of information of what the Army can offer and everything that we're moving in the direction right now. The big part about the Army to start off with is we're different from a lot of the other branches. We have over 150 different jobs, and all the jobs right now are being trained into the civilian style jobs. Next slide. Okay, so these locations here are the 4 basic training locations that you would go to after you enlist and ship off the training. So it'd be Fort Jackson, South Carolina, Fort Benning, Georgia, Fort Sill, Oklahoma, and Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. You would be there for approximately 10 weeks for your initial entry training, and they would teach you everything there, how to be a soldier. This is typically the first question that we get asked of where they would go to training. Makes sense. So this is kind of like what I was talking about the basic combat training. It's 10 weeks. It will develop your mental and physical skills. After you complete that, you move on to, we call it AIT, Advanced Individual Training. And what that is that's your job training. It teaches you your exact job of what you signed your contract to do. You'll get your hands-on experience as well as the book and doctored information. There's some jobs that offer you to be combined with your basic training in AIT, and we call that OSIT. It's only a couple of jobs, but it's there. Other training choices that you can join as Special Forces. You could join as Ranger. You can join to go airborne, means you jump out of airplanes, and you can also do Special Forces. We have a reserve option, which I'm going to get into a lot more later, but reserve is just a part-time job where after you do your training, you only do it 1 week in a month and 2 weeks in the summer. Then down at the bottom, it says being a soldier means you're always learning. And in the Army, you can take advantage of a lot of our jobs, and we also train you to be a leader and to be a supervisor from the first day you start. Next slide. These are kind of overview of the different branches of the jobs that we have. We have administrative, we have intelligence and combat support, arts and media, law enforcement, combat, mechanics, medical emergency, construction, and engineering, transportation, and aviation. Okay, so these are a couple of different jobs that we offer. We call it, the first one is called Motor Transportation Operator. And what that is basically just a truck driver. You will earn your CDL in the Army. So if you complete your Army contract, you could switch it over into being a civilian truck driver. The next one is called Utilities Equipment Repair. And basically what that is that's an HVAC. It's a trade in the civilian side that you can make a lot of money, and you'll be trained and certified to switch over and do that. Next slide. A couple other ones, combat medic specialist. It's called 68 Whiskey. We have a lot of different medical fields you could choose into. We put this on here because it's the most common one and most popular one. It just trains you on the basics of emergency care. The other one is a wheeled vehicle mechanic. It's called 91 Bravo. You'll receive your ASC certification from the Army, and that allows you to come out of the Army and actually be a mechanic in wherever you choose to live. So these are different ways after you join that you can get an accelerated promotion. This is just solely focusing on the left side is just college credits. If you have 24 to 47 hours, you can join right as an E2. 48 hours or more under a bachelor's degree would give you an E3. And then if you have a bachelor's degree, it'd make you be an E4. There's other different ways of getting certain awards in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. If you're in JROTC in high school, there's just a Civil Air Patrol can give you promotions before joining. So like I told you from the start, we do a lot of leadership and management development. Basic Leaders course is going to be the first leadership school that you would go to, and that's how you achieve the rank from E4 to E5. Advanced Leaders course is from E5 to E6, and Senior Leaders course is from E6 to E7. I've always said that the Army is one of the only jobs that trains you how to be a supervisor from the first day you start. And down at the bottom, it says, while serving in the Army, your career is never on hold. You are constantly meeting new challenges and gaining new skills and responsibility. Means you're leaders. In the Army, we call them leaders. We don't call them bosses because we're here to lead and develop you on every day of the process. So these are some of the different places where you can go in the Army. I like to talk about the overseas locations: Belgium, Italy, Korea, Germany, and Japan. You'll go, typically they're 1 to 3 year assignments, and you'll get paid to travel there, and you even get paid more for being in an overseas location. So these on the left side is a pay chart. You can see the different pay, this just your basic pay each month before taxes, and that's less than 2 years, over 2 years, and over 3 years. On the right side, you see the Thresh Savings Plan is the Army's version of a 401k, and it's tax exempt and tax deferred, so you can just put money in there before it even hit your taxes. And then down at the bottom, you see TRICARE, and what that is that's your medical insurance. So you're fully covered while you are in the Army, and it's free to no cost to you. On the left, the Army has developed a lot of programs to help care for your family. And so there's a lot of different like after school activities and child development. If you would use the child care provided on base, there's athletic teams, counseling sessions, after school classes, child development services. There's even special scholarships and educational loans that that families are eligible for. On base, you would be able to you could get on base housing, or if you would want to go off post, you're eligible to use a VA loan after you complete all your training. You also get a money every month for your groceries and food to eat. On base we have a commissary and a PX exchange. That's your normal like department store, like a Walmart or a Target, and your commissary is more just like your typical grocery store. They're right there on base. It's competitive prices and discounts, just like everywhere else. It's convenient because you don't have to leave the base to go there. For dental, while you're the active duty member, you would receive free dental care, and then your family would be qualified through the whole TRICARE process. I have already talked about the healthcare, where your family is fully covered. Dental, they'll be covered as well. For life insurance, you'll pay a little bit about of money to be covered, up to $400,000 for your life insurance. For vacation, you're going to you'll accrue 2.5 days of vacation each month while you're in the Army. So the post 9/11 GI Bill is for active duty. And what you do is you just pay a small increment for your first year while you're in. And then once you complete your active duty, you'll be basically given a bachelor's degree scholarship to go to any school that you want. And while you're going to school, we would provide a basic allowance for housing. So you would make, wherever you're going to school full time, you would make money each month for your housing so you can focus on your schooling. And then also we'll give you up to $1,000 a year for books and supplies. For the post 9/11 GI Bill, the schooling is paid directly to the school. And for the Montgomery GI Bill, you're paid to you, and it's your responsibility to pay to the school that you're attending. So for the Montgomery GI Selected Reserve, this is only for individuals that choose to go reserve, which is it's a part-time job after training, and you'll work just 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks in the summer. It's good for students that want to continue going to college in this area, and you'll get a lot of you'll get quite a bit amount of money for just working 1 weekend a month, and you'll also you'll earn college credits while completing your basic training as well. So this goes along with the previous one, and what it means by a kicker, it just means you can qualify for even more money for working just 1 weekend a month. They can be up to almost $350 a month. Next slide. So, tuition assistance is also something that if this covers for active duty and reserve, you can get $4,500 a year. For a lot of the colleges, they know that the tuition assistance covers up to $250 a credit. So they normally knock the price down so your tuition assistance can cover it. Just a warning, that's not every college, that's the majority of the colleges though. Tuition assistance will help you get your college degree while on active duty, and it also will help you pay for your college while you're in reserve status, if that's the angle you would choose to go. So for the Army Reserves enlistment incentives, like I've been saying, it's a part-time job, only doing 1 week in a month. It gives you a head start on your career and your commitment. It's more like a part-time job, and you're able to either continue to have a civilian career, or you can go to school full-time, and it would help you stay in the area as well. So you'll have a big portion of being in the Army. You have like a pride of service, like a sense of self-worth. You feel proud of yourself for everything that you're able to accomplish. I really like this quote. It says, "Yes, I know it's scary. Do you know what's scary? Looking back in 20 years with regret for not doing the things you dreamed of because you felt scared of failure. People's opinions and change." I like that quote. And I also want to put on top of that, it's a quote that Matthew McConaughey that I was watching the other day. He said that you'll always need to have an ROI. And what that means is it's you always need to have a return on investment, and you need to invest in yourself at a young age. So 10 to 20 years down the road, you can look back and you can use what you were able to start with at the beginning and build upon later in life. Also, right now, the Army is offering up to $50,000 bonus, and that's just for enlisting. You have to qualify for certain jobs and everything, but it's there for you. It's an incentive for you to continue on and build your career from the start. This is our address. We're in the same plaza as the Buffalo Wild Wings and the Marshalls, right on Bell Creek Road. These are the 3 recruiters here, and these are our cell phone numbers. Feel free to reach out to any of us, and we're here to assist you. And that will conclude my presentation.
Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing all of this information. It's really helpful for our students to see potential careers that are available in the U.S. Army and to learn more about how that works and how you can help pay for college, all of that interesting information. So thank you for that. And could you share with us really quickly which recruiter is for which school in Hanover? So you are with Hanover High School, correct?
Yes, ma'am. So I'm currently with Atlee High School and Hanover High School. Staff Sergeant Dazan is for Mechanicsville High School. And then Sergeant Hunter, she is our station commander at this station. And she just overviews and oversees all of our high schools to assist us if we're getting a little too busy.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for letting us know that. Well, we appreciate your time today. And students, if you have any questions, make sure you are reaching out to our recruiters. Thank you.